Good morning, everyone. This is Tarly Live, and we are live on YouTube, ready to get this morning off with my awesome co-host, Drake. Drake, what's up?
Good morning. Coming at you a couple minutes behind, but that means we're just going to puff extra hard.
Late, live, and time to get lit. That's kind of what I should have titled the show.
I like that. That rolled off the tongue. But hey, we've got plenty of reasons. You got something new last night, didn't you?
Oh my gosh, I went shopping for a car. Well, actually, I went test driving for cars and came home with a car yesterday. So I'm a little stressed out today. I totally actually forgot today was even Wednesday.
Yep.
Drake's like, hey, are we going live? I'm like, oh shit, it's today Wednesday. I was still stressed out about buying a car. Pretty bad.
But now you got it and it's awesome. Got yourself a Jeep Cherokee, you said?
I got a Jeep Cherokee, 2016 Jeep Cherokee, new to me. I was driving a Jeep Wrangler, which is still out in the parking lot. So if anybody wants a Jeep Wrangler, we're going to sell my Jeep Wrangler. So yes,
that one for the dunes. You got to make that one into the Dune Jeep.
You know, this older body really doesn't care for the dunes much anymore. I really would rather go back up into the mountains on logging roads and forage
I
for
get
mushrooms.
it. Like the Jeep will be fine. What are you talking
and
about?
wildcrafting. So my Jeep Cherokee will do all the stuff that I need it to do, right?
There we go. And the comfort too. That's a lot different of a ride than the old Wranglers.
Loaded, and it's got a smooth ride. It's got nice seats. This old back is going to finally feel better riding in those seats.
Nice. Well,
so good morning, everybody. God, we got everybody filling in chat this morning. We got Salty in the chat. We got Ian tuning in. Mark Hogue, hello. CBC out there. We got Sue. Gingerbug, good morning, all you guys. Hello. It's nice to see you all. Are you ready for a dab? I'm ready for a dab. Let's start this.
All right, let's get ready. Let's do a dab. And then just, where is it? Just for you, Tara, because I said it before, found a good dad joke. So we'll start the morning.
Oh, yeah. Here you guys gotta listen to this joke from Drake. Oh my God. Listen to this joke from Drake.
Dabs and some dad jokes. All right. So at the gas station, the air used to be free, and now it's $1.50. Do you know why? Inflation. Everyone take a dab, hit that pipe, roll it up, whatever you got, have an edible, or just sit back and enjoy. Holy smokes.
That's a really good joke.
This jar just fell 2 feet on the tile, did a couple somersaults, and landed right like this. Boink. And just bounced.
Kyle, you got lucky, boy.
I just got real lucky. So this is going to go ahead and go onto the wood table where it's got plenty of falling space because I just had quite the pucker.
I would have just had a heart attack. So I actually was showing off a jar of hash the other day to one of my friends online. You weren't here. And I dropped it and broke it on my bong. And then the hash jar fell on the ground and the hash went poosh. A whole bunch of bubble hash.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm like so sad. I was going to press it too. And I'm like, oh, wow. Waste. So, yeah. Yeah. So what's everybody smoking on out there? Oh, thanks, Ian. Yeah, I love my Jeep. Yeah, I'm super excited. I really like how this Jeep Cherokee rode. I was really super impressed. Good morning, Captain Turp. How are you? Welcome. Hey, so literally, I don't have a guest plan for today. Drake literally goes, hey, are you going to go live this morning? I literally totally spaced that today was Wednesday, but because I told you we were going live on Wednesdays and Saturdays to keep this thing consistent for all my Canna fam out there, here we are. So I'm going to throw the link out there in chat if anybody wants to join us and hang out this morning and like give us a little chit chat this morning. And that would not be the link. That would be the title that I almost put in there. Backspace. Let's copy that. Here we go. Drake's hitting over there. I haven't even got a hit yet. I think I'm going to go in on this sour apple. I really, really like this sour apple complex. Wakes me up in the morning. I showed you guys what the thing is again. I'll show you again. Beta caryophyllene, D-limonene, beta myrcene, alpha humulene, beta pinene. 81.53 total, and 70 point something in THC. So there we go.
Nice. I love the terp reports. That's cool to see. And even if the labs don't have a super extensive, set of testing standards, you're still able to get kind of the generic terp profiles and see which ones are more usually.
Yeah. Ian says modern cars are like spaceships compared to cars from even 10 years ago. You know what? You're so right, because my Jeep Wrangler, well, it's a Wrangler. That's different. It's 2000. And I think it's 10 years. I can't remember now what year.
2011 or something older even.
No, maybe it's even older than that. I don't even know how old my other one is.
Like
oh, it might be a 2000. It's like 20 years old.
2000. Holy smokes.
It's my old Jeep might be 20 years old. Shit, that's crazy to think about that. We got a guest coming in here. We'll let him in. Mark, how are you? How are you doing? What's going on out there? Mark says something. Let me read it. I'm going to take this dab and then I'm going to read that, Mark.
Well, then I'll jump in and I'll say, yeah, like in Mal's car, my partner, her car, it's only 2018, but even with that car, it's got all the of course, parking assist and everything, but the lane control and won't let you veer off the lane. It'll stop if there's a vehicle in front of you. The cruise control is my favorite part, because you set cruise control to whatever speed you need, and then it still monitors the vehicles in front and beside you and will prevent yourself from speeding into them, like some vehicles would do. But generally in my other vehicle, it'll cancel out the cruise control, whereas with the new vehicle, it just adulters it until the vehicle in front of you is gone or until you change lanes, and then it'll resume your speed. So you really are able to just do it all at the couple presses of buttons. And then we get Teslas that are more autonomous, and it's pretty crazy. But again, I like going out in the little crap box that's standard and having fun, and cars that make noise.
Fart cars.
Fart cars.
I call them fart cars. So, oh my God. Yesterday there's quite the little mishap at the dealership, but I have to say,
Tara's in town. You better watch out.
This gal bought this dealership over in Ephrata, and they took really good care of us. I have to say, there was this guy in the service department. We brought my husband's pickup in to go get serviced. And the guy, they had to have the pickup, so this has been an ongoing thing. First, we brought it in for a recall, and then we had to get some other things done. And then my husband's truck almost caught fire.
Yep.
Like some electrical thing has to do with this eco diesel thing caught on fire. And literally he had to stop by the side of the road, and it was smoking and filled the cab and all kinds of shit. So we got it over there. Then they got all the parts in, and then he says, okay, we got all the parts in to fix it, bring it in. And my husband's like, now, are you sure you have all the parts? Because, it's his work truck. We're a business. He has to be at work, so to drive all the way over there, drop the car off all day. So at yesterday we're over there, and at about 2:00, we got the phone call on my husband's answer machine when we were out trying to decide whether we wanted to buy a car from them or not. The guy says, oh, we actually didn't get all the parts in. We thought we had them in, and we didn't get them in. And so when we got back there, it was going to be another 2 weeks before they could get my husband's pickup in. At that point, my husband walks out of the service shop, and he's just livid, pissed. And the salesman that wants to sell us this car that I want to buy comes up to my husband, and he says, so, did you want to go inside and talk about the car? And my husband's like, right now, I don't even know if I want to buy a car from you guys right now. He's just pissed. And so the salesman walks in, gets the owner comes out, the owner talks to us, the owner goes in, and my husband's pickup's getting worked on today. Let's just put it that way. They drove to Spokane to get the part that didn't make it there this morning, and they're having my husband's pickup done today. So that's service for you. I really appreciate that when they go the extra mile after someone in your company messes up.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate how long it takes to get there. How, lots of times it's the squeaky wheel that'll get the grease, because I like to be respectful as possible and not demand things, but that's like the level of integrity and stuff that you need to provide when you're a business owner or anything, because that's when you get people that now go out and talk about you on their shows because they're just happy about the experience. And it could have been something whereas they maybe came on and talked in a little bit of a negative way prior because they were not happy with the way. So, being personable and handling things in a solid way is very important. And it's funny because I just watched a video earlier today, and it was some contractor that's a tile installer that did a horrible install, and there was some discrepancy with the bill. I don't know what it was, but anyways, this contractor took the liberty of coming back into the house and smashing the tile again on video, and it's not working out well for them. Let's just put it that way. So just take a step back and think, even when you receive a complaint, before you go off on it, because there's probably a better way than the first reaction to deal about those situations.
Yeah, exactly. And Ian says, don't get between a salesman and his money. You're exactly right. Because that salesman's like, screw you, serviceman. You're not going to not let me sell this car. It was kind of crazy, but I'm super excited. We've got a few cars from this dealership. It's over in Ephrata, Barry's Chevrolet or Barry's Jeep, something Barry's. It's Barry's anyhow. And they've always treated us really well. So, we did want to go back and support a local town. It's kind of cool. Well, what's up? So Salty, you jumped on and then you jumped off. Did you change your mind?
Oh wait, this is live.
Oh, you're live. Oh shit.
Cheers,
Is that what happened? Hey John, good morning. How are you?
Hello,
how's
everyone.
Those plants? Hey, when do you think you're harvesting, John? When do you think you're going to start? I'm really curious because John, when do you think you're going to start, Drake?
You beat me to it. I was just going to ask you.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Some of these plants are like, I think I have maybe 3 out there that I could probably harvest almost any day if I wanted that. If I wanted that. Yeah, if I wanted that early harvest. If I didn't want to wait. Like if I didn't want to wait, right?
Seriously? That's insane. I got nothing that's remotely close.
Really?
No. I'm thinking like 5 more weeks.
At least. Oh, well, okay. So now a lot of my other ones, not even close, but I have a weird sneaky suspicion that our big spotlight that we have that is on our shop, a big light, our yard light. Yes. I think that can mess with my plants.
It could.
Because I turned it off. I've turned it off. I've had it off this year. I didn't turn it. I think plants that weren't going into flower last year are going into flower now faster and sooner.
Well, a light like that's very powerful generally, those, especially I'm thinking like terrace.
So when people say these street lights don't affect plants, I don't know how true I think this is.
So say like a house light, like a porch light. Generally, you're not going to have that really hindering your outdoor crop. If you're able to turn it off, do so. I'm very anal with it. I just tape the little switch because I'm also very forgetful. So if I don't have that switch taped, and that's a habit of mine, and turn the light on, it'll just happen whether I want it to or not. So make precautions for yourself. But if it's say a neighbor, like lots of people have a pesky neighbor and you have no way to mitigate it, lots of times people find it doesn't bother their outdoor plants at all. Whereas indoor, it's like you could have like a little pinhole in a tent sometimes, and that can mess up some of the plants. Usually that comes to genetics, but lots of the times you can have issues with that as well. Outdoors, because the sun is so powerful and the spectrum is again so unique, and I'll just use the word powerful again, the light amount of light, the small amount of light that's produced by these shop lights generally, or porch lights, are not enough to really bother the plant because it's got so much light coming throughout the day. And then we have to remember outdoors, it's used to having a full moon come through every once in a while, depending on when, the year and the season. You might have that happen right when the plants are outside at a small age, within the first couple of weeks, have a nice big bright moon come. But then when the daylight comes, it's still so much more powerful that they kind of, the plants get an inner understanding of the environment they're in. So I do think there's a decent amount of correlation between the being outdoors and not being as affected by, a light leak. But indoors, as we know, you have to be generally really anal. But again, I would bring up that does come down a little bit to genetics, and if that's a trait that's been really heavily factored in by the breeder, and they specifically pick out of a batch of however many seeds the ones that are less affected by the light that they use for their trial or whatever they're doing, well, then they're going to be now adding that into their line. And then if they start adding a bunch of other little things slowly over the years, you can have something that becomes truly quite magnificent.
Cool.
Yeah, fucking short story made long as hell again. Lights definitely, I think, affect them. But outdoors, I think you have a lot more grace just due to the power of the sun. But yeah, let's take a look at Tara's.
There's my car.
8-speed automatic. Looks nice. White as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
White.
is this the car? This is your ad?
This is the car. This is
cool.
the car. Yeah, this is actually my car. That was at the lot.
Got some nice tinted windows and they look pretty good. And I don't think they're horrible on fuel for the size. I think these newer ones, like the old ones are pretty piggish, the old Cherokees, but I think these ones do quite a bit better.
So it actually has that shut off thing where you've come to a light and it shuts off.
That takes a while to get used to. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that is new for me.
You should be able to turn it off if it really.
The interior is very nice for even as old as it is. It was really like.
As old as it is, 2016. I'm like, that's brand new. Like I'm like a 1998 Honda. That can't be that old, but holy shit, it's getting there.
So there you go. You guys get to see my car.
That's cool.
Are you bored yet?
Takes a lot for me to get bored with vehicles.
I'll stop sharing. Anyways, there's my car. I'm super happy. Very happy. So John says he's gonna harvest in October 14th on his birthday. Happy birthday. Early happy birthday, John. Do you always do that every year, John? Just curious. I can't even remember what time. The biggest grow that I've had was on 2018, with the year 2018. And I harvested that day. And we were literally the next day hunting in the duck blind, like after that harvest. Like it was in hunting season. So I'm trying to remember like what day it was. I'll have to go back and look at my pictures. Thanks, Cameron.
Hey, and that's a great thing about taking pictures and stuff, especially with the technology we have these days. We don't have to.
Oh yeah, did you want to talk about how you've been taking notes and everything, Drake, and share that? Give everybody some more ideas.
We can talk a little bit for sure, as much as people are interested. We don't have to go too deeply into it because I'm sure it's not too thrilling to hear. But yeah, just taking notes in general, like rocking a Google Calendar, super useful. All the notifications are right to your phone. The inputs are in your phone. I got like little notebooks and shit all over the place that I'm always throwing stuff in, or I was prior. But it gets to be a pain in the butt unless you're like like putting little tags on each individual page so that you can quickly go through and see where your notes are. It's like adding notes to your notes, and then it just gets super convoluted. And with just physical, like with writing things, I've got some pretty old notes that I used to just watch different podcasts, they say Hash Church, so on and so forth, listen to people's input, write down cool things just because my memory's not super swell. And then I could go back and, relearn in a sense. Well, lots of those are pretty much illegible now. They were initially almost illegible due to my writing. And now because they faded so much, it is damn impossible to read it. So that's one of the things that's a pain. And then being able to find things, like I can't just search, a specific word and have it pop up in one of my notebooks. So I'll plug the Google Calendars again, because you can go in, search anything you've typed, and you can set up a different calendar for different things, have color coded, fun, good to go. Also Google Drive. Google Drive has been great. Careful with any sensitive information. If you have stuff that like belongs to you that you're worried about in like the actual whole of that meaning, like you're worried about it belonging to you, like maybe you're writing a thesis paper for your master's or some shenanigans, they own anything you put on technically, with I think the contracts that we are like little authorizations we give, the terms and conditions that we accept. So careful with what you upload there. But other than that, it's great because you can just have a folder and then folders within a folder. So like I'll have my garden one, I've got my indoor and my outdoor, the drying room, maybe some plant illness, my fertilizers, and you can just click the different things, and it's really easy to go through and describe and look back. What I was saying with Tara's though, it's nice to be able to just click on a picture and then your picture will just show you the date it was taken and most likely the time. And then you're able to go, oh, okay, well, last year I harvested and oh, it looks like, oh, wow, I got till November 3rd or something like that. And I think me, it was like November 7th or November 13th last year where I harvested, and I waited deliberately for the most part for a solid snow. Here we just due to the climate, we'll usually get the first couple snows that'll come and they would stay on the ground for a few hours, maybe up to a day most, and then it'll dry up. So just because I've seen a lot of the other locals here and I was just curious about it, I let a majority of the plants get hit with a single snowfall. Granted, they were in like a pretty nice bed and they were still praying through the snow. I was delicate about how I removed it. I didn't want to do too much crazy shaking because then you'll shake all the snow and everything inside the bud and add all that moisture in there. And it's that critical time of the season. But it was also very cold out for the most part. And aside from the snow, very dry out. So it was actually not working in, horribly against me. I didn't have issues with bud rot. We did have some PM last year. I wasn't going through a ton of mitigation processes for like my companion plants, and all the morning glories are really bad for contracting PM. And the PM, again, I could be wrong just because it's causation correlation, but all those little morning glories got PM real bad. They would start crawling up the trellis, the round trellis I would put. I loved the diversity and was really trying to just encourage green everywhere. So last year I didn't mitigate that at all by like removing them and ripping them. And so I let them climb, and they would some get on the cannabis, stalks and climb up. And then there'd be like flowers coming off your cannabis stalks. That's all lollipops. So that's kind of pretty too and fun. Don't advise that. But this season, at least now, I'm mitigating with all of our Jadam preparations, specifically like the Jadam sulfur, and going through and doing all the companion plants at levels that will eradicate or at least deal with PM, and it's been very successful. So again, with the specific plants and so on and so forth, it's careful to mitigate that precisely. But having all of it logged, just getting back to that, because I don't know where I'm rabbit hole into with the sulfur, but getting back into having everything logged in a reasonable manner, you can just go back and see exactly when it was, what your changes were. If you have your implements in your calendar now, you can see, oh, I took this picture then, go to that day in your calendar and then see exactly what you did. And
I like the fact that you can search, like if there's, like you were taking notes. I mean, this is the biggest thing. If you're all taking notes and you have all these notebooks, back in the day, us older people, or binders and files and all this stuff. Well, nowadays, how easy is that to, instead of have to look through all those notes to find one word, you can just search it. I mean, it's amazing. And I don't know why I didn't jump onto this thing sooner and start taking notes sooner. But John has a really good idea. He does a weekly video blog. He said he was doing. So that's awesome. Really cool to do a weekly video blog and talk through it. And that's a little bit easier too. You don't have to actually spell things out and have all the words. So that's pretty cool. From week to week, you can see how the plants change.
And this is a lot more, high tech, and I'm not sure how feasible it is for the average person. It's way over my head, but I'm just theorizing it's most likely possible because the sky's the limit. But with doing a video log, you could probably have a program that then, potentially adds subtitles or recognizes your voice, and then be able to, upload it to said program, then be able to use that program to search words and then have it based off the subtitles it makes from you speaking, pick up whatever specific thing you're talking about. So again, without having to go through and label everything, you could just type in whatever subject you're interested in, and then potentially by the power of this app or the power of whatever platform you're using on your PC, you could then use a search to search through the subtitles generated by it, if that makes sense and if it's not too complex. But I see possibilities there as well, because I like, videos are nice too, but you have to sit through and listen to yourself talk for however long. You're like, I think it was at 20 minutes. Oh, no, it was at 40 minutes. Shit, I had to sit here for 20 minutes to listen to myself before I got to that topic. Because like I will do that for sure, because I couldn't even remember what we were talking about 10 minutes ago.
Hi, man. Hello. Woo, woo. Puff and pass. Hell yeah. Let's hit another dab. I'm ready. Perfect timing. Perfect time. How's Mike doing today? Hi, Mike.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. Make sure you're on top or on live chat, not top chat. That sneaky top chat. It's been working on me. It's trying to infiltrate its way in there, but make sure you're on live chat, not top.
Yes. Live chat.
Like, share, subscribe, please. We appreciate it.
Live chat.
If you've got any questions, please funnel them in. And
Going in on some more sour apple. I forgot to show you guys that. I showed you what kind of terpene proplex. I can't even talk. Oh my God, profile complex. I don't even know what I'm trying to say now at this
complex.
Tongue twisted today.
All right.
Cheers. How are y'all doing out there? Is Octo Tom here? Did I see Octo tune in earlier? I think I forgot to say hi to Octo.
See if I can do your fancy portion of the screen.
Bingo. What's up?
Trial. Pop this up. Portion of screen, and here you go for everyone that's out there and zooming and sharing and all that fun stuff. You just hit share screen, advanced screen, share portion of screen. You get this lovely little box that Tara talks about. So for on my screen, I see a little box. On the inside of the box, you see. On the outside of the box, you know, see. So if there's like a bunch of stuff up there or whatever that you just don't need to look at for whatever reason, it helps and it makes everything larger. So here we can just see just a basic example of just some of the inputs in the calendar. We have the top inputs we keep ourselves for like the to-dos in a sense, and then all the inputs that are throughout the day here are when I actually get to them and at what time I get to them. And then with every little thing we're able to, you know, make more details about it. And yeah, it can just be everything like lights and fans. Let's see what this is. Lights and fans were turned off. Sprayed the plants with a oleander pre-diluted herbal solution. Turn the fans back on. Lights on. So here we're just showing myself, if I was to go back and look like we just did, when I did a full year application of our pre-diluted oleander herbal solution, as well as the wetting agent. I went in there, I turned my lights and my fans off. We want to simulate, this isn't a veg situation, veg scenario. We want to simulate the outdoors. And the ideal time to spray. So that would be in the evening, once the sun has dropped, once the humidity has rose up, and once the stomata on the plants have closed, which is like, I think a couple hours after lights off. So I turned the lights off. I could see I gave a 2-hour gap. Then I got in there, turned all the fans off so the air wasn't moving around a bunch. The dehumidifier was unplugged, did my spray, let it set. I actually went back, I think 20 minutes after, and did another spray just quickly over top. So start from the bottom, then spray the tops, wait a little bit, spray the tops again, wait the remaining like 45 minutes to an hour, then turn the fans back on, wait 15-20 minutes to assure there's no moisture left on the surface of the leaves, dehumidifier as well back on then, and then turn your lights back on once everything is dry and good to go. And you've got a nice block of a spray period, because you need ideal conditions, because you need to have proper set time for your wetting agents and for whatever you're using to mitigate the pests or fungal pathogenic problems. So it's nice to try and you know, guarantee a repeatable event. And then when you have it all written down like that, it's super easy, because like there's no way I'd remember any of that stuff properly if I didn't write it down, just because there's too much stuff in a day. So again, I made it really long, said I wasn't going to touch on it too much, but it's super important, I think, because it's, for me, it's been like night and day change and stuff. It just like you, the reminders for the calendar, you can just set them like daily, weekly, monthly. You can have like, I went out and picked a specific.
I should set a water calendar, you know.
Seriously,
timer, a timer.
A little timer. No, that's.
I was joking.
I've actually used the foam for a while for that before getting the float valve, but I would say that was the most important. Thank you, Cameron. The most important addition indoors. And I say thank you, Cam, because he just, you know, pushed and pushed until I got it, because he was here many a time where I go, then I'd be peeling over the couch over there and running into the area where my res is, because it'll be overflowing because I didn't have a float valve. And yeah, Tara's doing her flood and train outdoors, and yeah, float valves are key.
4 times. 4 times.
Well, that's why your plants are finishing faster, right? It's the key.
No, those aren't the ones that are finishing fast. Well, actually, some of those are finishing faster down there, but they get a shade. So because they're sunken in a pit, they get a bit of a shade before and after. They don't get the sun as early, and then they get the shade earlier. So I think by doing that kind of triggers that. And that was my thought for planning things, things that are going to take longer. You maybe want to plant them somewhere where they get a shade faster in the evening, because I kind of think that helps them maybe, I don't know, go into flower a little bit faster. I don't know. It's just kind of my thought. I'm not sure. Hey, Grayson, good morning. How are you? What's up? What's up? if you ain't flooded a res.
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't been growing.
I still get to do it outdoors too, because the float valve setup that I have, because I bought a couple, doesn't work for my outdoor setup. So I just I time it. I set a timer on my phone and I set a timer on the oven. So then if I'm outside, my phone goes off. I come inside, the oven's yelling at me, and I was like, "What the hell's the oven?" And then run outside and try and make sure I'm not flooding. But it's just gravel outdoors, so not so bad. Kind of like Tara's situation.
Oh gosh. Yeah. I can't believe I flooded that. That's freaking crazy. That's crazy. By the way, I put the link in there, the Zoom link, if anybody wants to jump on and have a little puff with us this morning.
Please do.
Yeah, please do. Get to know the cannabis community. Anybody wants to jump on, show their grow, show your bong, show us some flowers, show what you're smoking.
I'm gonna show
come hang out. I think Salty jumped on earlier and then chickened out, or I don't know what happened.
Yeah, Salty ran away.
We scared Salty off.
All right, so here now we've got the
overwatering kills more plants than fungus. You're so true, Mark. Overwatering is like the biggest, and it also it makes your plants stay really small. Overwatering is just really not good. Go ahead, Drake.
Just pictures, looking at the pretty lady expressing herself outside.
Pate. I saw those. Those were very pretty.
Oh, let's see if it's going to pick up. Drive has a mind of its own when you're zooming, so my apologies. I'm not trying to go all back and forth and left and right. But yeah, this pretty lady is a bubblegum breath. Number 3, indoors. I just I ran it and I wasn't super keen on how she performed, but now I'm just loving the look, and it's got like this kind of bit of this rotting fuely vibe to it that there was nothing like that indoors at all. It kind of like, it had like more of like, just like, I always say I hate the term, but a little bit of like a cushy, kind of like that spicy to your nose, like the little floral, but like the average, like if you get just any of the standard cushies, if you experience those, it had like a bit of that vibe. And we got a lot of that here. It's kind of played out. The nose didn't hold too much through the drying process. Outdoors, it's a different plant. And it's super neat to see when things have, a different medium to work with and different conditions, and they're able to, utilize the sun. And, there's got to be a lot of parameters met for them to be happy plants. But once those are met in that kind of condition, it's cool to see it express itself, because those colors are just, I've never seen that yet personally. And I've got it on a couple different plants now, which is leading me to believe it's more the conditions than the actual plants. And each of these plants I've ran indoors without that expression being shown. But super pretty. I just love to see it, that fuchsia kind of pinky purple. Like,
so I had the year that I grew the vanilla kush that actually smelled like vanilla. There was actually a flower that looked like that one, the one that you have, the pink. And then there was another one that was just the regular white, off-white. And literally I would have picked probably that pink one over that white one. But that pink one smelled nothing of vanilla, nothing even close to vanilla. And the plain white one was the most amazing vanilla aroma, the biggest producer, most amazing plant that I have probably ever grown almost to this day. Probably, definitely of vanilla. Like it was vanilla, reeked of vanilla. And vanilla came in super strong after the 6-month cure. And even more after like about 8 and 9, right in that cure time, it was really popping out of there. I just loved it on that cure. It was just, it was literally Madagascar vanilla.
I remember how pumped you were on it.
Yeah, it was amazing. Okay, so then I went back and I ordered these seeds again, and I grew them again. Had shitty germination, terrible, shitty germination, and I grew 3 of them. All 3 of them took on this really beautiful, amazing purple leaves, purple trichomes, not all purple trichomes, a few purple trichomes, like that really purple trichome. And they're like, it looked like the sugar on the leaf was purple. The plant didn't go purple, but the sugar on the leaf was purple. Like as soon as it turned, the trichome started, it got even purple on the inside.
Contrasting, yeah.
But the pistils were all that yellow color. And I showed it off last year. I should bring it up and show you guys again. But none of it smelled like vanilla. None of it. Absolutely. I hated it. None of it. So you guys, right now, if you're new to growing and there is this cultivar that you like have, or you put into flower and you've never grown before, please take a cut. If you think that it might be a keeper, and even when it started to flower in the first few weeks, you can take a cutting of that and still clone that and keep that. So people that are new to growing, I want you to know that, because I really didn't understand that back then. I didn't understand how important some of these keepers were. I mean, I was gifted these plants, and it's amazing to be gifted some amazing cultivars like that. I had no idea.
Got that right. Some of them are quite literally one in a million almost. I mean, I shouldn't say quite literally, but it gets pretty crazy. And lots of the time,
you wouldn't think so. You would think a plant. Come on, like how like 1 in a million could they be? And then they just crazy. Brr. I need to turn my fan off over here. I'm freezing myself out this morning. It was really cold in the house this morning. I don't know how cold it's getting, and I didn't look at the temperature last night. The keepers must be kept. You're exactly 727 keepers. Oh my gosh. Now that's okay. Now see, that's the problem with, say, you do get those keepers. Like how do you keep them all? And CRISPR check, it just like, I think if someone in the States was to start a medical clone keeping something for people, I think I would donate to that. Like, if there's someone that's interested, this is something I've been thinking about, like somebody that's interested in doing like stem cell tissue culture. There we go. Tissue culture. If someone was interested in doing tissue culture, and if you would have to have like 3 locations, I would say, throughout the States. And you would have like one somewhere else. And you would have all copied of everybody would have the same culture in case one lab went down or one electricity went out or something like that, or backup generators at these facilities. And I think you could pay like a monthly fee for someone to keep something alive for you. I don't know. I really think there's that business out there, and maybe someone's already doing it. I guess maybe you'd be afraid that they would take a copy of it and sell it to somebody else, but why shouldn't you all share it anyways as medical patients? Like, why shouldn't we all get together and share it?
It's just,
I would love to do a community share.
100% behind that. It's just if someone else with more malicious intent and with a lot more money and so on and so forth is able to take it, keep it for themselves, and then potentially patent said work, that kind of screws over the breeder pretty heavy. But that's, ideally what's not going to happen.
Exactly. Philos tried that. Didn't go so well. Philos tried a whole nother thing though. What if hey, okay, here's the outside of the box thinking. Here's a stoner thought, stoner lane. So you talk about Philos. Okay, so wasn't Philos where you send a piece of your, I know what it is. I'm just saying. It's where you send a piece of your tissue culture in, or a piece of your plant, and then they trace it and they put it on this genome map, or a map of all these cultivars of where their family is. It's basically a family tree. Okay. So, and then now Philos is doing all kinds of not so good stuff with that family tree and stuff like that. Well, what if that's the same with us sending in our DNA to have our DNA and our family history mapped? What if those people collecting that information have something else in mind? And you're not only, they're getting it for free, but you're paying them to take it. I don't know. That's just a weird thought. It's something that came across my head. I don't know.
They're going to start breeding with your DNA.
Maybe they already are. Maybe they already have a hybrid of me out there. No, I didn't send my shit in.
For everyone who did, yeah.
I don't want a hybrid of me, let me tell you. When the time comes, we will release them. What's up, Visible? How are you? Welcome to the show. Kevin is your idol. I know Kevin's awesome. You have a tissue culture vault? That's awesome. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, I wish I was a science person. I wish I wanted to do a stem cell culture tissue thing. I would help you rent a place out. I have a facility we could do it in.
Oh yeah, Kevin does that's what Cheddar is saying. He thinks Kevin Jodry has tissue.
Yeah. Kevin does, but I'm saying like a medical patient thing. I'm saying medical patients need to get together and need to share your genetics. We need to be sharing our genetics for medical people because there are certain strains and certain cultivars out there that work for certain people, and they're getting lost and they're getting hybridized and they're getting mishmashed and blah, 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 blah. And with all this people breeding themselves and pollen outdoors, and I don't know, the future is really kind of, I don't know, blurry, I would say, not sure where it's going to go in that. Kathy, good morning, sister. How are you?
Cheers, Cassie. Mulch love, everybody. And yeah, I foresee a lot of seedless plants being grown in the future for commercial scale, which I think is good. And again, for small scale growers.
Yeah, but doesn't seedless, don't some of those seeds just still put out a little weird white seed?
Yeah, so that's not
like, so that's not always good, right?
No, that would not be true seedless. That's like the seedless watermelons, right? That where you can all think of, and they've got the little white seeds in there.
And so if anybody has seeded a crop, that little husk on the outside of the seed, that fucks up your weed. It's not good. It tastes funky. You can't you can rosin it, but it does change the flavor.
It's funky flavor, and it's contaminant for your bubble.
Yeah, it's just it's not good. Like, so those of you that don't leave pollen outdoors.
Yeah, you ought to deal with those males right away if you're working with regulars, and if you got no idea what it is, that's probably, like, if you don't know what males and females are in the cannabis and everything, that's probably a perfect contender for someone that could utilize seeds like that won't produce nor accept pollen, which is what we're talking about. Again, working with feminized is great, right? Because that's just one step, but then your crop can still get pollinated by anyone else. Or if just, I think feminized, it's like 90% or 95% is considered a solid. So that's like, you still have a decent chance of getting something that could potentially be a male. Not be a male. That's again, just completely disregard that, because with feminized, you're taking a female plant and you're making it pollinate itself. So it could not be a male. So.
Oh, hey, I have mail call. Kathy. I have mail call. Should I do mail call, Kathy? I have one mail. So I have one mail call here. Here's one mail call.
Oh.
I have a mail call right here. I dropped it though. Let me grab it. It fell off the table. Hold on. My mail call fell off the table. So we've been hanging out on this really awesome community over there on Discord on Lemon Hocos, by the way. And we've met some really good friends over there. And someone sent me some beans.
Nice.
We got beans.
That's awesome.
And so here's some slaps. And we got some Aloha.
Oh, beautiful.
Genetics. So yeah. So there we go. There we go. There's some slaps. Stoners and stickers. And we have, what do we got?
King
Tusk.
Oh, King Tusk, right.
King Tusk.
Aloha Island Genetics. Fantasy Island. Oh, Fantasy Land.
Land. So I think I got 2 seeds ready to go for next year. 2 plants. 2 of my plants are already picked for next year.
Nice.
And I think I'm going to grow another, thank you, TARDIS, by the way. Thank you. Big shout out. And the other plant in my garden this year that I'm going to grow again next year was also a free seed to me from Kenny, who I have had Kenny in our show, been up to Kenny's farm, Kenny up in Mount Vernon there, Mount Baker Highway Farms, Eagle Tree Farms, go follow him. That lavender royal that he bred, it was a lavender royal, or no, a royal Kush he bred with a lavender, and I call it Le Royale. I don't know what he's actually calling it. Lavender crossed Kush, royal Kush, and it is amazing. It also, Sunibus also grew it on her farm, and when I saw it out there, I knew I had to grow it again, and I'm going to be growing it again next year. So thank you, both of you guys. So thanks, TARDIS, for them seeds. I didn't even pay for shipping. Geez, you just sent them out to me for free. So super stoked. If you guys need some seeds, get in that group. There's people that are, this cannabis community is amazing, you guys. If you hang out with the good ones and you're a good person, it'll come back to you tenfold. I love this community. I love all you in my chat. You guys are all awesome. I love you all hanging out here. You guys do so much good in this community. I love it.
Yeah, you've got that right, Tara. If it wasn't for everyone out there, we wouldn't be doing it.
Our community is awesome. So Kathy, should I do mail call? Did you want me to do mail call live? I didn't open it yet. That's what I was asking. I might have gotten a package from my sister. I might have gotten a really cool package.
What kind of package is that?
From my sister. Yeah.
I'm interested. I wonder.
It's a box. I got a box.
Not going to be cannabis.
And I think I have something in there that is like the last of the last of the lasts of the lasts. I think.
Oh, what you got? Where'd you hiding it?
I think. I'm waiting for her to tell me.
Well, I'm going to go in on some 91 Crip.
91 Crip. Okay.
Everyone else dabbing on out there.
It's up to me. No, it's up to you. Either I'll open it with you offline or I'll open it right here. What do you want to do, sister? I'll make you make the call.
That's the sister. That's the
She's my
sister. I want to see the package.
It's right here. This is it. There's a package. It's a big package. Like, I don't even know what's in here. It's a big package. I'm gonna take a dab while I'm waiting for the answer. Oh, she says go for it.
Oh, there you go. Now I'll take a dab while you open it.
Well, let me finish this last dab I have in here because there's a dab. There's a dab in there I'm gonna want.
All right. Well, everyone load up, fire up. We're going in again. Get those pipes ready. Roll up the dubs, pull out the bubblers, vape it up. Or just sit back and relax. And imagine, send out those good vibes for everyone else, get nice and stoned, and hopefully you feel great too. Placebo stoned, it's there for you too. For anyone that can experience it right now for whatever reason.
Dab number 3,741 of the 991 Crip, LOL.
I have to imagine that's Cam. Man. And yeah, I'll check my notes, but that's got to be pretty close.
Okay, she says go for it. Okay, we're gonna open it.
All right.
You should jump on here, Kathy, if you want to. 420 somewhere, y'all.
Oh, but look at that.
Look at that.
Would you just look at it?
Look at it. Just look at it. John's hot box in the chat. All right. Hot box that chat, John. Woohoo. We knew you'd come through for us. Always do, John. Hopefully I didn't just like show my address off on there. Probably don't want my address online. I knew better than that. I was gonna cross it out. But here we go.
Anyone else wants to send some seeds? Hey, seeds are welcome.
Is this what dab tools are for?
I think that's their hidden dual purpose. Especially when you got the sharp end on the one side.
Yeah, as I hit myself with
Sam's
it.
favorite.
As I totally like whack my hand. I think I'm good. That would be really good. Me like slicing my hand open on wine. I got it a little bit.
See, and that's why I use the dabber. It's safer.
That's why I should use scissors. Good God.
Can we do it? Can we get in? I see some form of success.
We got it taped good, don't we?
You're gonna have to two-hand it. Holy smokes.
Damn. I look like a
kudos to
puke.
Kathy. Yeah.
This tape. Hey, y'all. You want Kathy to tape your packages? It ain't gonna get lost. It ain't gonna get open. I'm worn out already. Oh, I'm bleeding a little bit. I did get myself a little bit.
You got yourself that good? Holy smokes.
I did. I scraped it a little bit. Let me go get a band-aid. I'll be right back before I get it all over.
Oh, you're killing me. You're killing me with this box.
I know, sorry.
You are killing me with this box.
I don't want blood all over.
Okay, let's. If I knew how to take a poll, I'd start taking polls. What's in the box? Who thinks we've got flour in the box, and who thinks we've got concentrate in the box? 1 for flour, 2 for concentrate. Let's just go for that. I'm curious. And 3 for both, of course. 4 for whatever you want it to be. 4 can be imaginative. No guesses, just imaginative. Anything different. But I'm thinking we got a bit of both. Personally, I'm a 3er. But Tara sounds excited. So she knows something she's not telling us that she's hiding in this box. Ugh. Yeah,
okay.
Wind was on it. A 3B. We're guessing.
You're guessing what it is?
Guessing what it is.
She already said one of it was.
Well, I'm not paying enough attention, so it's new to me.
But like, that's a big box for,
right? What's
one thing? Yeah, it's gotta be something big here.
It's all tape. It's just box. It's like one of the Russian dolls, but it's just a Russian box, and then it's just all tape, and then you've got 1 gram in the middle of it. So
okay, here we go.
Holy smokes!
Oh my God, yum! Fucking love Snickerdoodles.
Oh well, we got a 4. Whoever guessed 4.
Snickerdoodles cookies. That's 1.
We're instant.
Oh yeah, and they're probably special Kathy kind.
What was I thinking with Chef Kathy? I should have known.
Chef Kathy.
Guess that was a.
Oh my God, there's more. She did more. Like there's more. Oh my God.
Sabotage.
I got a few cookies. Oh my God.
What's in the box?
Holy shit. Brownies? Kathy.
See,
holy shit. Damn, girl. Y'all wish you were at my house right now. Holy shit. Oh, there's more in here. Oh my God.
Yet again, if it wasn't for that meddling border.
Holy shit. What's this?
All right.
Oh, she made these for Phil. Mini cookies for Phil because he's a baby. He can't have big cookies. I love it. That's so cute.
Perfect little cookies.
Baby cookies for Phil. He can't handle big cookies. He's a baby boy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. A new fan. Oh yes. Oh, that's pretty.
Jesus, Kathy.
That's really pretty. I love it. That's a pretty fan. Very dainty.
Well, be careful. If that's what's bothering you got to switch arms back and forth. If that was what was bugging your arm for a while there, you were in lots of pain.
No, actually, it's overworking it in certain things like buckets and pouring those buckets was really bad on my arm. That really was inflamed when I would do my Jadam stuff. That was
Interesting. You have to.
that
yeah,
was
maybe
the
get
most
that.
inflammation that I had. Lifting too heavy a bucket's doing something that way. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay. Oh my gosh, Kathy. It's not my birthday.
It's the box that never
I
ends.
feel it's like Christmas here.
What else do we got?
Oh my
Oh,
God,
we're
that's
at
so
multiple
pretty.
cookies,
A
brownies, a pen.
dragonfly. Oh my gosh, this is cool. I gotta show this up close. Okay, let me move my phone out of the way.
Where'd the box go?
Look at this is pretty. Look at that.
Oh, that is rad.
Isn't that on bamboo? Oh my God, with orchids.
No wonder there was so much tape.
There's glass. This is glass.
Yeah, I go. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's put it over the table so Tara doesn't drop it. Tara drops shit. Okay, we got goodies in here. We got goodies. Oh, we got Mac rosin.
Ooh.
And we got CCC first.
I'm not
Is that cotton candy something or
Cotton
other?
Candy
What-
Crunch.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There you
because
go.
Kathy
Good job.
grew that one.
Totally
You
forgot.
guys can all go see what Kathy grew. Oh
And
my
you all
gosh,
should go
it
see.
smells
We highly
yummy in
encourage
here.
it. Kathy is killing the game.
And my guess is this little one right here is the last of the apple.
Ooh.
I'm
Some
guessing
apple.
that is the last of the apple.
You're too spoiled if she sent you some apple.
I am freaking spoiled. It is the apple. Oh my God, I'm dabbing that right now.
So
There's
that-
more in the box. I
Now,
think
you can't just glance over that like that. Like
there's
so you're telling
still
me that was
more
apple.
in the box.
You're telling me you open that up and you're like, this smells like apples.
I'm gonna dab it. It will smell like apples.
Okay, I'm
No, I know it's right now it's got that hard shell on it. You know, as soon as you break it,
Okay, yep.
you'll smell it.
A
Yeah.
little bit of
Isn't that beautiful?
yeah, I have to get it right up close for it to really key in, but once it comes through, yeah, there, look at we got dragonflies, some flowers.
Quite cute. Oh, it's
yeah.
got a mirror in there. That's cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Thanks, Kathy. And there's more in the box. Okay. Can I take a dab first? Let's have a dab and then I'll finish
If
the
you
rest.
do, you have to do that apple and give us a terp.
That's the one I'm gonna do right now.
Yeah, I want
And I know there's candy in there that we've been sending back and forth to one another. Because I sent her some, she sent me some, and then like it kind of just works for other stuff in the box.
Hey, well, you want plenty
She
of
hand delivers this to my mailbox, by the way. From Massachusetts. My Aunt Kathy. It's my Aunt Kathy. She lives locally. I actually do have an Aunt Kathy that lives locally.
What do you mean actually do?
I do actually have an Aunt Kathy.
Well, of course you do. That's why you've been talking about her so much.
I do have an Aunt Kathy. No, I do have another one. A real one. A legit. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Look at the gooiness of that rosin. It's terpy. You can tell when it's gooey like that, it's just terpy. Like, look at the gooiness. Like, look at that. I'm making a mess, but I'm showing you. There we go. We're taking a dab. Oh my gosh.
All right. I've got Camka guess, but now I'm going in on the Ghost Train Haze. I think this one's even higher than the recorded numbers for the gelato or the 91 Crip. I think we've actually already surpassed 5,000 hours and are working towards our way of a master's in Ghost Train Haze Dabs.
You know, the cure on that is so smooth. I'm not coughing a single bit. And I took a big dab.
All right, flavors.
I think, to be honest, I think it lost a little bit of the apple.
A little bit of the apple or all the apple?
I tasted more apple before. I'm not getting the apple.
And
I think it's a fresh. It's going to be one of those. It would have been a fresh.
It makes sense because it's such
it's a volatile terp.
I don't know if there's specific regions where maybe people are like, oh, I'm just sick and tired of this apple cushion or whatever, there's specific apple, heavy cultivars. But like, my goodness, around here, it's not one that we see often at all or ever. I've never experienced a true apple.
Have I coughed once though? No. Have I coughed once? It's smooth, like smooth. And that's what I'm telling people about. If you age your product and you cure it just right, there's going to be someone out there for that. It's going to be like that specially reserved thing. There's room for everybody in this cannabis market. If you're not stupid and if you don't burn your bridges. Not sure who I'd be talking about, but dab time. I want to finish this off. I got a little bit more left in there. That was a big dab. It's so smooth. Love the high. Love the high. Super uplifting. Yeah, Kathy said she thought so too. Yeah. So I think any of the fresh, like real light hint type of things, they've got to be processed right away. I really do. And then once you process it, put it in the freezer. But once you put it in the freezer, or you can keep it in the fridge, it'll store forever in the fridge, you guys. I was buying this bubble hash from Kaya that was like 2 years old and 3 years old from my dispensary. And it was still amazing product because it was left in a fridge. It was stored in a fridge the whole time, not taken in and out. That's the other thing. Having a big baller jar like that isn't the best thing for your product. You want smaller jars where the air isn't in there, where they're not constantly getting heated, cold, hot, pulled in and out, because that's changing and fluctuating, and that's off-gassing all your terps. So yeah, go ahead, Jake.
Okay. Having a proper drying area and conditions, and then followed by proper curing conditions are crucial. And the storage for those conditions are very specific, depending the duration and so on and so forth. So for example, you want to do your dry until your material, whatever it is, no longer changes the humidity in a confined place. So say, for example, for an example, in a jar, you put it, say, half filled, or say if you're using your flour, you fill it up whatever level you like, you have your hygrometer in there, you store it in there for hours on end, for at least 12 hours plus 24 hours, and the humidity is staying the same level. That means the product is now dried. Now you can start your curing process. Same goes for your hash and so on and so forth, but it's going to be different depending on if you're air drying or freeze.
Speaking of drying, I hung up that auto flower and forgot about it.
Oh my goodness, it's probably right dry.
Should I go out and get it and bring it in? Do you guys want to see it?
No. I do want to see it, but I'm just worried about if it's super dry, you're going to be having all sorts of a mess to do.
So what I did is I hung it out in my husband's shop.
You should just go out there with your screens and I'm with it.
Yeah, I'll have to go out there and drop my screens underneath them and bring them in. Yeah. I'll take a picture and put it on Instagram for a change.
I like that. Because
Raymond, string him in, bong rip.
Hells yeah.
Kathy says she's at the registers again, still listening. Are you working today? Oh, it is Wednesday. Shit. I was thinking it was Saturday then because we're on a show. Shit. I am so confused on my days. First, I didn't even know we were supposed to go live today. That's why we're here.
That's all right. It's usually me at like 8:30 being like, oh my goodness, it's Wednesday today, or it's Saturday, isn't it?
Oh my God.
Hey, you ready? I'm like, ready. I'm about to go out in the garden. Oh no,
Okay.
no, I'm not.
So my sunglasses fell in there. Those weren't from Kathy. Okay.
Oh my God, she gave you your sunglasses.
Give me my sunglasses back. I left them in her house.
Kathy. You're too good.
Okay. There's something in this box.
I already forgot about the box.
And then there's something in here. My God, Kathy. Okay, so she sent this candy back. This candy's like stale now, Kathy.
You have to eat the candy. Holy smokes. Brain didn't want to work.
Okay, let's open the little box. Let's open the little box and we'll open the bigger box.
We need D with the sound box. We need a drum roll and stuff over here.
Oh, I could get mine
Soundboard.
out. I have one.
Yeah, you got a soundboard. You said
You
right?
got one too. You can open it up on your computer either.
You just
The problem is it doesn't always come through because when you have your mic tuned to muffle out background noises, it'll muffle out all of that. So it doesn't, that's why music's around. Well, this is freaking cool, my sister Kathy.
What you got?
So MJ Arsenal, we've become quite fans of our MJ Arsenal little rigs. Kathy is quite the fan of the MJ Arsenal rig. So there is a cool ass logo, a slap for MJ Arsenal. And I have a little box here and it's a carb cap with a mushroom top on it. So
cool. That's wicked.
Let me show y'all what it looks like. Oh my God. So let me open it up. I'll just open it up. Then you don't have to look at the box. Oh my God. That is so damn cute. Look at that. And it's a carb cap from MJ Arsenal. So it's a directional.
And hopefully it works. Do you have a few other bangers as well? Or you switch? No.
Oh yeah. I have them. But you know what? You can do it.
Works best with, because
it'll totally work on this. Yeah, you can work on all of them. That's so cute. Oh my God. And it's a little mushroom. That's fucking cool. Thank you, Kathy. My God, I feel like today was like Christmas or birthday or holy hell, girlfriend.
Yeah, what a
sheesh.
So anyone that picked one or two, you whoopsie daisy.
Oh my God, there's another box. There's two more boxes.
No good.
There's two more boxes. Okay.
Still what we got? Holy smokes.
We got incense. Oh yeah. Got to pack incense in there so then those will really smell up. Nakahama.
And Tara likes the smells.
And here we go. Let's see what's in this box. I'm going to move this out of the way.
The final box?
The final box.
The final box. Uh-oh. Is this one military grade taped again?
Gosh.
What's in this box?
What is Kathy's secret on these boxes?
She's like, well, you just need scissors. You guys got to just give up.
That didn't want to open. I just ripped it.
That's okay. Any means necessary. What's in the box?
Oh, cool. It's another coffee cup.
Oh, I want to see. Careful with the cup.
Let's see. I love it. Sorry, I can't. My plants need
me.
Nice.
And it's even little pot plants.
And it's black with like shinies in it. I love it.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah, it's so pretty. It's like iridescent kind of colors. It's hard to see with my ring light up there. I got a new ring light. Look at that dumb ring light. I don't know if those things are good or bad. I love it, Kathy. This is actually my first weed cup. Besides my other cup you got me that, is my Tara Lee Live cup. That's awesome. And it's black. I love black. Black's awesome color. Cool. Thank you, sister. Holy shit. It has been like happy birthday to me today. Damn.
You're not getting anything for Christmas.
Holy shit. Well, I know someone's got to get a package back to somebody else who has stuff sitting here that hasn't sent more stuff. And I've got freaking seeds to send off to people because I've been gifted more seeds. And I want to share these seeds with other people. If anybody's kind of interested in those seeds, I probably won't pop them all. So I'll probably share with my sister, who definitely shared with me. If you want any of those seeds, Cass, there's probably some coming your way. And if anybody else out there is in need of some seeds, get over there on Lemon Hoko's Discord, because they are super generous over there, super amazing. Drake, put your Instagram in chat. By the way, I didn't forgot to share your Instagram. I shared mine earlier. Make sure you all follow everybody on Instagram. I want to eat one of those cookies right now. I'm going to eat one. Is that okay? How heavily medicated are they, shall I ask? Let's try. I want one to go with the rest of my coffee right now.
Just have a cookie. Come on. What's the worst that could happen? It's just when she tells you how potent they are, that's when you know if you have another one or not.
They're so good. I love these cookies. Okay. I won't eat on camera, but those are really good. I had to have a bite. Love you back, sister. Love all you guys. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us today. Drake and I really enjoy our Wednesdays and our Sundays, even though I forgot today was our Wednesday because I, went out and got a car and got all sidetracked on that. So if you didn't see my car earlier, you guys can go back and check that out. I got a new car, got sidetracked. Normally I'm the one coming in. Drake, where are you? We're going live. We're going live. This morning, Drake sees me joining Lemon Hoko's chat this morning. We going live? I'm like, oh, it's 9:00. No, forgot. Okay, so here we are. Really appreciate you guys hanging out here, though. We really want to try and be here at 9:00, 9 a.m. We're trying to go at Wednesdays and Saturdays. If you guys want to join us, come on up, join the panel, hang out with us. We throw the link out there all the time. If I don't throw the link out there and you guys do want to join us, just let me know. I really want this to be a really cool community to hang out in. You guys are awesome in chat. Even the people that don't chat, even all the lurkers out there. We do have a lot of lurkers because there's a lot of people that are in areas that aren't actually allowed to even chat in this chat because we make it known that we're cannabis. So that's another, issue that we, kind of forget.
Or those lovely individuals that just happen to tune in while they're busy at work or doing other chores and, aren't able to watch. We highly appreciate that as well.
Yeah, we love all the lurkers.
Might be a little crazy just listening to us ramble while you're working, but I love it and appreciate it. And if you get anything valuable from it, well, then our job here is done.
And, speaking of mushrooms today, we got to do a little microdose today because I'm telling you, this whole full moon thing, I don't know if it all affected you and me buying this car because that's stressful. That is a big purchase and it's so stressful. How do you expect someone to go drive a car for 10, 15 minutes or whatever, however long you take it for, and I didn't make a $40,000 purchase, but
yeah, of course.
If $30,000 purchase, around there, how do you make those type of decisions? I mean, my gosh.
Yeah.
Scary.
It's a big one. Lots of due diligence if you're able to. And it looks like I didn't pick it up, but it looks like we said Wednesday and something else. But yes, Wednesday and Saturday at 9 a.m.
Oh, did I say Sunday?
Probably. I don't know. I didn't catch it. So I'm pretty medicated and was clearly been looking at something else. So
Wednesday and Saturday. I bet you guys said Wednesday and Sunday because I actually wanted to go on Sunday, but the reason I didn't go on Sunday was because of Hash Church. It was out of total respect for Hash Church, and I didn't want to divide the community in any way.
Times, right?
Because Hash Church goes on occasionally at 9 a.m. Hash Church was how I found the community, how I came involved. Really, it kind of started from there. So out of respect for our hash community, the hash church community, I decided to do Saturdays. However, it looks like hash church isn't only going to go every so often. If you guys think we should switch over to Sunday, I would gladly switch over Sunday. So it's up to my community. I really listen to you guys, you know, it's up
And
to
if you
you.
know anyone that's already streaming currently at the times we are streaming, let us know as well, because I'm not aware of anything right now. But again, I don't like, I'm just, a small entity in Canada. So I'm not too aware of all the podcasts out there as much as I try to look into them. So if there's any other shows or anything that are conducive to what we're chatting about and in the same thing and things that we can all get along with, we all want to work together as opposed to against each other. So, that's the same reason what Tara brings up, trying to avoid trying to go over overlapping times, but is what it is. Like she said, it's to whatever works best for everyone out there, because we want to provide information when everyone is available to participate, because it always makes it nicer and easier to learn more when it's right in the moment, so you can get some of those more crucial questions or be more in the moment.
Exactly. Oh, the Glass Girl 420. Welcome. How are you today? She says she's fruiting some Malabar Coast. Nice. Love the full moon and the equinox. Yes, it was so beautiful. I went and sat in the hot tub the other night, and the sky was just so bright. Could not believe how bright it was. It was crazy. Good morning, Stony Baker. How are you, my friend?
Hey, I made a post this morning about this little stinker.
Share it. Let's share it. Where's that?
Oh, if you got the power.
Do I need to go? Let me look.
I got this guy right up Easter. If you got the power.
Let me go find it. Probably on Instagram, huh?
Yeah. So he's a sweetheart for sure. But like first thing in the morning, and in the evening is pretty nice too. But I wouldn't say that's the ideal time. It's usually first thing in the morning for half an hour if you're lucky. But then after, this little guy turns into a little demon puppy. And right now he's doing the same thing. So I think I'm gonna have to jet in the near future to go run him outside.
Well, that's okay. We can take one dab. Let's screen share. Oh my God, that is a cute damn pic. I have to screen share that one. Oh shit.
He's a funny little guy.
Let me screen share this. This is adorable. Share. Let's get this. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna do the one. You guys bear with me here.
If I'll take the bait now.
Yeah. Look at that.
Little buddy sitting there acting like a human. Now this
is not adorable. Oh my God.
This was an evening shot when he was a little bit more relaxed and just wanting some loves. But right now he's wanting to go run around and be a little monster.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love it.
Don't bark. I can see it in your eyes. It's gonna be too loud.
And say your dog's name for everybody. And how do you spell it? Because it's different spelling and it's a different name than I've ever heard of.
So spelling wise, it's Muhudu, but it's pronounced Mahutu. So it's like kind of like mu, hu, and then the do is pronounced with like a th instead of a d, but you don't emphasize it too much. It's an interesting one, and yeah, it stands for sea in Sinhala. My partner is from Sri Lanka, and that's just a really neat name that was suiting for him. He's a little water boy for sure. He does the weirdest thing with his dish, and he always has, just from a little puppy, where he's just constantly wanting to put his little feet in the bowl while he's drinking and pull it around and splash around a little bit and just make a horrible mess. We've been training it out of him for a long time now, but it's pretty fitting. And yeah, he likes the water. So little Mahutu. Mom was a Leonberger border collie, pretty small, maybe 60 pounds or so, and the father was a Rottweiler that we never got to see because it just did a flyby one night at a farm out, quite a ways out of town, in a town nearby from here. So we'll see how big he gets. He's 8 months old now, which is crazy, and I have to weigh him again, but maybe 60, 70 pounds, 65 pounds, somewhere around there. So yeah, he's lots of fun. He was there was 11 puppies, and out of the litter, he was the most shy out of all of them. Wouldn't let anyone near him. Was just the most timid dog ever. Wouldn't come near us for a while when we had him home. We had to really baby him. Was scared of life. Is still rather timid overall, but he's just changed completely. It's a new dog for sure. So lots of fun with that little guy. So let's dab, and I'll stop rambling. And
You can change a dog's attitude with a loving home and environment, just like you can help a child.
you just got to put a lot of time and effort into it. And like even myself,
Consistency.
doing more. Yeah.
Consistency. Well,
Every
you
day, all
all,
day.
thanks everybody for hanging out with us this morning. I'm going to let's go in on a little bit more of this sour apple. I had it already open. We're just going to go on the other. So the sour apple that I have that Kathy didn't make doesn't taste like apple at all. Kathy's apple that she had at one time actually tasted like apple. So it really did taste like apple. It was like this hint of a nice, like honey crisp apple. It wasn't a sour. It was just really a light apple. And that fragrance obviously off-gassed really quick, Kathy, in that, because it did taste like apple. And this sour apple that they have doesn't taste like apple either in this other cultivar. So I don't know if there's off-gas either. That'd be interesting to know. Now I want to know more about apples. If you have an apple terp, let me know.
Yeah, I be interested to try that. I don't know how I would like it, like longevity wise, or if it'd be something that I would want to crush all day type thing. I could see it being possible because I do quite enjoy a variety of apples in general. But nonetheless, just because I haven't been able to experience, that's one I'd really like to have and at least spread in this valley a bit, so it's something that becomes a little bit more common. See what everyone thinks.
Yeah.
It's another thing to do when you find something you like. Set it free in a sense. If you can let it go and get a lot of other people interested in it, yes, you're gonna, fiddle with the markets, but you're also gonna have that specific thing available for a lot more people, for yourself in general. And then once something happens, and I kind of say not once instead of, or I kind of say once and not if, but once something happens and things go sour and something dies, or back in the day, you could have your door kicked in or anything happens and now your plants are gone. It's really nice to be able to say, hey, can I get a couple of those plants back? And then you got a group of friends that have no problem giving you your exact plant back.
I got the Congo back from Kevin. Luckily, I got the Kevin Congo back.
That's nice.
So yeah, that was awesome. I was what terp is apple? Appellini? No. Actually, I don't actually know what terp is in apple, but I bet you the beer guys do. If you actually looked up what a terpene is, and the beer people know a lot about terpenes. It's really interesting. It's very, very interesting. So we're not the only ones that are interested in terps. Beer and wine have been doing this forever. But I don't actually know. I think what it is a complex of things that make up that apple. It's not one terpene. See, like there's not one thing that makes one thing taste like it. That's the problem when you look at all these boxes that I have. So here's all the terpenes that they have. Some of them are the same, but they still taste different. Like this lemon s'mores tastes different. It has D-limonene. This has D-limonene in too. It's the second one down. It's the second one down in here. How does it taste so different? So, there's just a lot going on that we don't know. We don't even know so much about this. We still don't even know so much about our own bodies and our human brain. How are we going to know about a plant? Come on. We don't know the complexity.
The most common found terpene in apple fruit specifically is alpha farnesene. So that's one I haven't
never even heard of it. See, there you go.
Other terpenes that are also found in there, which are also, I would imagine, just esters and different. There's farnesol and beta farnesene. They've been found useful for insect repellents as well as antibiotic actions, among other uses. So, just like with a lot of terpenes, they have a whole list of things, but it's cool that they specifically mentioned, and it was just a Google search of common terpenes found in apples, but they mentioned that they have insecticidal properties.
So I've been saving like all the containers that I've been buying. Someday I'm going to make a wall of all of the containers that I bought.
And repurpose in a sense.
I have a box of this because I just want to make proof to show people the bullshit that I've had to buy through my legal markets here. Someday I'm going to like just be sitting in a pile of all this stuff. It'll be interesting.
You can instantly open the back flap and making it cut into a little hook, and now you have a box that you can put your beneficial insects into.
I just want to like
repurpose.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like part of me, it's like it wants to say this is really cool that I'm allowed to do this, but the money that I've had to spend and like, okay, so as a medical patient, and like I don't talk a lot about me healing and stuff, but this is kind of what I am doing while how I'm growing and stuff. I'm healing. And this isn't really about making money on this YouTube channel. It's really about us healing and us realizing how to grow healthier together as we grow cannabis plants and have a better environment, because you're only as healthy as your environment. And that's literally something that I've had to find out through my life. And so this is just an amazing way to do it. And that's why we're here. And I just wanted to share that with you all. Yeah. Anything else, Dad?
I would hit this dab. I've been procrastinating since we spoke about it.
Okay. Well, I hit it. I hit my dab.
And you can tell everyone to buy and I'll dab it out.
Yeah. I'm going to say thanks for being here all. Now see, the one thing about packaging I will talk about real quick on the packaging. So when it's off the rocker, we talk about it being a waste, right? But it's a waste because we have to buy it in such small amounts. And it's a waste because we have to, well, first of all, we can't grow it. We're not allowed to grow the amount that we want to grow. And where I was going with it earlier, as a medical patient, we need to start supporting more medical patients. And we need to really start sharing for free things to people. We need to start giving seeds out to people for free. We need to do this to save the medical community and to help free ourselves and to help heal ourselves. And that's really what I'm here about. So thanks again for joining us again today. And if you have not subscribed, please hit that button, hit the bell, because we want you to hang out with us live. If you want to hang out with me a little bit after the show, go ahead and hit the link. I'm going to hang for a little bit. I still have a little bit of coffee to finish. I'm going to have a couple more dabs. I'm going to have a couple more dabs because Kathy has sent me a couple more rosins over here that I'm going to be trying off live. Yeah, so I'm going to be hitting those. So if you guys want to hang out for a little bit, John, maybe we should hit that link and see if you could come and just sesh with us and not show your camera if you have internet. Maybe we could try that also. If someone doesn't have internet and you want to try it or see if it even works. You don't have to show your face. Come on in, hang out. All right, Drake's coughing it out.
Yeah, peace and love. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Check us out Saturday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. If you haven't already, go harass Lemon Hoko. I dropped his link earlier, and Instagram, and ask him for an invite to the server. And we'll be rocking out over there. Fumador show, we'll be over there too, and all sorts of other places. So,
and we also have a Discord as well, and we need to drop that in chat. I haven't done that yet, so I'll end the show and then I'll drop it in chat. So if y'all want to join our Discord as well, we can also get you a link over there.
Mainly, just have a fantastic rest of your day, no matter what time it is, morning, afternoon, evening, middle of the night. It doesn't matter. We appreciate you tuning in, or whenever you listen to this. Have a fantastic one.
Thanks, everybody. Peace and love. Cheers.